Testing, yes, I can hear myself. Oh, thank you. Got to do that. Well, welcome everybody to Living in Light Church. We are now in room 6, and I see Eric's showing up. He's coming this way. Come to the light. Come to the light. Well, good morning, everyone. I would say top of the morning to you, but it isn't top of the morning, so it's 11 o'clock, but it's the top of the church service. So welcome. Thank you for braving the threatening rain, which finally stopped, which was kind of unusual because I was driving up here on 101 and it was starting to rain hard. I was like, oh no, because I don't want to have to be carrying all this stuff in when it's raining. And as soon as I got here, it nearly stopped. So, hey, that's pretty good timing. So if you have a cell phone, you may want to put it on silent so it doesn't interrupt us. I've done that with my phone already. And I am Reverend Robert Ingold. I will be chairing the service for today. Sandy isn't going to be here. She's got bronchitis. Oh, no. I know. And so she said she's not going to be able to make it this time. But I'm sure we'll see her next time. She'll be over by then. We have coffee and bottled water in the back and some stuff to make tea if you want to do that.
No cup.
No cup? Oh, you took a cup. Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, I didn't realize we didn't have very many cups. Hi, Yvonne. Okay. And I brought an orange. Up here to remind me to tell everybody there's a bunch of oranges in the back if you would like to have some. Take as many as you want. There's a neighborhood tree near me that has been dropping them. And I've been staying away from that tree because the people that live there have a big dog. And anytime I start to walk up the sidewalk towards the ivy where it's all falling, rah, 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 he's going like crazy. He's going nuts, so I just stay away from him. Well, yesterday I went for my walk and I looked through the windows. They're moved out. And there's all these oranges dropping. Nobody's picking them up, so I did. And so there's a whole big bag of them over there. I cleaned them all up so they didn't get all that mud all over it and stuff. So have yourself some oranges if you'd like. We also have the healing book in the back. If you know someone that needs a healing, yourself or someone else, we have that. Let's see. Oh, we also have the library books in the back. There's a book that I just added yesterday, and you got it. Okay. Sorry, you can't use that one. But could I see the book for a moment?
Yeah, that's fine.
I thought it was an interesting title. It says "Amazing Stories of Life After Death." This comes from Guidepost, where they take the best selected stories, and they turned it into a book. So I thought that might be interesting. So this will be available. However, Avery already picked it up.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. By the way, we're going to want $1.
I'll try to read quick with this one.
Yeah, okay. Because we do ask for $1 for every book that you're going to pick up, which you can keep for up to 6 months. So that's a pretty good deal. Okay. And this is March 3rd, yes. So I'm going to have everyone stand so that we can sing the opening hymn. And that opening hymn is going to be "In the Garden" on page 155. Have to look for that. 155. I come to the garden alone, while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks and the sound of his voice is so sweet, the words hush their singing, and the melody that he gave with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own. And the joy we share as we tarry in there, none other has ever known. I'd stay in the garden with him, though the night around me be falling, but he bids me go through the voice of woe. His voice to me is calling, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own. And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. And for the invocation, Infinite Spirit, we come together to brighten our own spiritual lights in your presence. We thank thee for the opportunities to learn our life lessons for a better understanding of unconditional love. We abide by the laws of nature and recognize their value. We understand the quest for spirituality may not be easy, but it is worthwhile. We thank you for providing a place for us to learn. We thank you for providing companions along the way. Amen.
Amen.
You may now be seated. Thank you. We will now move on to the reading of the principles. So these are the declarations of principles that are found on the inside cover of your hymnal books. And we recite this together, starting with number 1. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We affirm the moral responsibility of individuals, and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul, here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are divine attributes proven through relationships. So those principles have been with the Spiritualist Church for a long time. We'll now commence with the spiritual healing service, which I will be chairing as well. Again, we have the healing book in the back for someone that you may not be able to attend services but could do with the healing. And as part of the healing service, we will be singing the healing hymn and reciting the healing prayer. I will then ask our healers to station themselves for healing at our chairs and invite those of you who wish to come up and receive a hands-on healing. And if you don't feel comfortable with somebody touching your shoulders, just let the healer know and they will adjust themselves. Please be aware that healing is about working energy provided by spirits who have chosen the healing mediums to send their spiritual energy through. And in order to become a certified commissioned healer, practicing healers need to provide at least 3 affidavits. And if you feel that you have received some benefit of healing today, we ask that you fill out one of the affidavits that we have in the back. Currently, Avery, Charles, and Sandy. Oh, and I think, no. Okay, Sandy, and these are the people that need the affidavits. I see we have 2 chairs, but are you going to be participating in the healing? Doing hands-on healing? Okay, it's only 2 chairs are good. Okay. So you may remain seated as we recite the healing hymn, which is on page 109, He Healeth Me. There it is. He healeth me, O blessed thought, O words with heavenly comfort fraught. Whate'er I do, where'er I be, still 'tis God's love that healeth me. Lord, I would feel my life in mine, to thrill my soul with love divine, to bind me closer still to thee. Still 'tis thy love that healeth me. And now we recite the healing prayer together, which is either on the first page or the last page of your hymnal books. Reciting this together, I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. I will now ask our healers to take their positions behind the chairs. And the healing chairs will now be open. Hands are the focal point of spiritual energy, coming from the spirit world and passing through the healer's hands into the one requesting to be healed. It is helpful for the one in need to be mindful of the gift being shared and to think of themselves as being restored by this action. And I will be leading the rest of us into a meditation. And this one is the self-healing meditation. Some mood music might be nice. So I would ask all of you, remaining calm, to begin by closing your eyes, signaling to your higher self that you are resting, that you are resting. Begin to breathe regularly, breathing regularly and easily. This is another signal to your higher self that you're ready to begin your meditation. Be aware of the air that you are taking in and the depleted air that is being expelled. Notice the regular rhythm of your breathing. This is an exchange of fresh air and old air. Your body has taken the oxygen in and removed the waste of depleted air. Now, take a power breath, a deep intake of air to fill the lungs. Hold it there a moment and then slowly exhale. You are now increasing the oxygen level in your bodies. Take another long, deep breath and hold it a moment, then slowly release it. The healing chair is now open. Whatever mild concern your brain has had on your breathing, it is now relaxed and content. Your body now begins to follow suit and starts to relax more. Another healing chair is available. Feel the tension leave your body and the muscles relax. You are now receptive to the visualizations that you create in your mind. This is valid imagery, a created reality that may not exist in the material world, but is completely recognized in the spirit world. You begin to hear the waves of the ocean, the ebb and flow of water as it rolls. You are aware that you are laying on a beach and the sun warms your face and the ocean breeze keeps you cool. You now see spirit friends are strolling on the beach and they ask you to come join them. As you rise to meet them, you are suddenly stopped. There are chains about you that prevent you from going any further. You are shackled to big blocks of cement. They are big and heavy and have labels on them. Some say pain, cancer, disease, and any number of labels that indicate your ailments, your worries, your concerns. You cannot join your spirit friends because of these disorders. Luckily, this is a healing meditation and you need help. You then notice the spirits are looking up. So you look where they are looking and see a rainbow in the sky above. It is a gorgeous view with sparkles running through the colors of light. This rainbow descends, getting closer and closer to you. It descends upon you with all these colors of light washing through you. It feels like a warm, billowy cotton against your body. You begin to warm and can feel the sparkles as they undulate through your body. This is a cleansing of all that is ill, all the worries, and all the concerns. The pains you carry in life begin to dissipate. The cancers begin to shrink. Whatever malady that you suffer from begins to melt away. You can feel yourself healing, and you begin to feel better. You can notice this. You notice that you actually feel better. To confirm this, you can hear the clanking of chains and see they are falling from you. Healing chairs are open. You can now join your spirit friends, and they gesture for you to come with them. This you can now do to see what they have to show you. The possibilities are now open to you. The cement blocks are stuck in the sand and cannot join you. Leave them behind. Focus on what is ahead of you. Bless your body, bless your soul. With this newfound strength, come back to this room, feeling better and with the conviction that you can heal yourself. Take a deep breath, hold it, and then slowly let it out as you open your eyes. Thank you. I will will now get the healing list. I am going to call out all the names on this healing list. This was a new page. There was nothing on it when I first saw it. Now it's loaded. So please think of the healing energy that we can send remotely to the following people. So we ask our spirit friends, our spirit healers, to send healing energy to these people. And I also ask that we send healing energies to the children of this earth who are in need, to the emergency responders that so bravely go out to help others, to our doctors and nurses who help to heal, and to all those that are in need. That is the conclusion of the healing service. And when the healers are free, they may sit down. And again, as a reminder, some of our healers are training to become commissioned healers and could use an affidavit if you feel that that you received a beneficial healing. And we have affidavits in the back. I would like to announce our speaker for today. You're dismissed. You can sit down if you like. I'd like to announce our speaker today, which is going to be Avery Babon. So he's got to talk today on happiness. I won't say any more because I don't want to spoil it. So let's give Avery a nice welcome by singing him The Beautiful Isle of Somewhere, which is on page 28.
Well, I guess do that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, please do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're speaking about happiness, not doing the dance. So this is going to be on page 28, Beautiful Isle of Somewhere. There it is. Avery, Babon.
Well, hello, family. Speaking of happiness, I am happy to be up here to speak to all of you. You all know me. I am Reverend in training, and today my topic is called Bad Day, Laugh Away. Well, when you're having a bad day, I'm sure it's a little bit hard to laugh it away, right? Unless you're watching a comedy or something like that, or something on YouTube that can actually help you to laugh it away. I want to talk today about happiness, the elusive yet essential elements of our lives. Happiness is not just a fleeting emotion, it is a journey, a struggle, and a destination all at once. We all strive for it, yearn for it, and sometimes even fight for it. But what is happiness really? How exactly do we find it? And what do we do when we finally have it in our grasp? The pursuit of happiness is as old as humanity itself. From ancient philosophers to modern philosophists, people have sought to understand its nature and uncover its secrets. We've been told that happiness lies in material wealth, success, or external validation. Yet time and time again, we find that these things can only offer temporary satisfactions. Am I right? The true happiness runs even deeper. It's a state of being that transcends the material and touches the essence of who we are. The struggle for happiness often begins with the realization that it's not something that we can acquire from the outside source. It is not a destination to reach or a prize to win. Instead, happiness is an inside job. It stems from our own thoughts, our attitudes, and our perspectives on life. It's about finding contentment and joy in the simple moments, embracing gratitude for what we already have, and cultivating a sense of inner peace, regardless of inner circumstances, or external circumstances, excuse me. So how do we strive for happiness in a world filled of chaos and uncertainty? First and foremost, it is about not losing where your sentence is when you're reading something. Thank you for laughing. It makes me feel a lot better. Yes, there you go. It's menopause. First and foremost, it's about prioritizing our mental and emotional well-being. It means practicing self-care, setting boundaries, and learning to say no. Oh my God, that's something that I need to learn to do. Thank you. I see that you need to learn to do that for yourself. I need to learn to say that myself. I get calls from friends and they're like, can you take me here? Can you take me there? Can you do this? Can you do that? And it's like, I'm the yes man. I'm the yes man. I take people everywhere and it burns my gas all the time. And I'm not talking crap about them or anything like that. I love everybody. I'm a lover of everybody, you know what I mean? And I just cannot say no, because what it is I like to satisfy everybody. I love everybody. It involves our surrounding ourselves with positive influences, people who uplift us, support us, and encourage us to be the best versions of ourselves. But perhaps the most profound truth about happiness is that it's not found in the pursuit itself. Instead, it emerges when we live authentically, aligning our actions with our values, and embracing our true selves without reservation. It's about finding purpose and meaning in our own lives, pursuing our passions, and nurturing our relationships, and nourish our souls. And what do we do when we finally find happiness? We cherish it, right? We cherish it, we celebrate it, and we share it with others. Because happiness is not a finite resource. It multiplies when it's shared, spreading like wildfire and illuminating the darkest corners of the world. Now, not to say that if you don't find somebody, that you can't find happiness at all, right? In conclusion, the journey to happiness is a lifelong endeavor, one filled with twists and turns, highs and lows, triumphs and setbacks, but through it all, remember this: happiness is not something to be chased or captured. It is something to be cultivated from within, nurtured with love and intention, and shared generously with the world. So let us embrace the struggle for happiness, knowing that the greatest joy lies not in the destination, but the journey itself. And may we never forget that true happiness is not found in the end of the road, but in every step we take along the way. That is all I would like to say to each and every one of you. I love you all, family. May we all be in that journey of happiness together. Love and blessings. Thank you. I wanted to express that, we're always struggling for happiness, right? And I felt like last week was a bit of a struggle even for me, because I was feeling down and depressed, and I was feeling all this negativity. I was driving on the road all week, and I was hearing people honking their horns and cutting people off, and I can feel, as an empath and as a medium, I can feel people's negativity, and going to work, I can feel this negativity, and just hearing it all, soaking it all up. And so it just really inspired me to talk about happiness and how we can find that pursuit of happiness. And because we share this on YouTube, hopefully I can share that story of happiness and how we can spread that. So thank you for listening to that story. Love you all again.
Thank you. Thank you, Avery. That made me happy to hear you talk about happiness. It did. I remember every year for Christmas, our family would get together, and one year we were all in the living room together, and then my dad says, I don't really care about getting the presents. I'm just happy you're all here. I'm just happy that we could all be together. And he's like, I don't know how many more years we can do this, but I'm just happy with this. And I had to agree with him. He was right. He goes, yeah, it is.
Somebody's here.
Well, spirits are obviously happy.
I
You're
see.
dancing around.
So thank you, Eric. But you're right, because the happiness has to come from within, not something you go out and grab and buy. It's got to happen in here, not out there. So thank you for that talk.
You're very welcome.
It is now time for the love offering, and I'm sure you're happy to give something to the church.
Yeah, instead of call it today, why don't we call it the happy?
Yeah, the happy offering.
I'm sure the money is happy.
Are you collecting memberships today?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I was going to bring that up in the announcements. So, yeah,
Should I pay it now or
if you would like to. Oh, yeah. After.
after? Okay.
Yeah,
That's all I have.
we keep the collections separate from the dues. But yeah, I was going to bring that up.
Yeah, I can.
Thank you.
Drinking my
Oh, you want me to do it?
I got it.
Are you sure?
It's like I wrote it long enough. I thought it was supposed to be 15 minutes, but I guess it was
Yeah,
shorter than
yeah,
that.
it was, yeah.
It was nice.
You were too happy.
It
Yeah.
said everything that was needed.
Yeah, thank you.
It could have been a half hour long, and there was like, oh, yes, I'm happy.
Yes, I'm happy. Like, who's that one donkey from that Eeyore?
Always depressed, yeah.
Yeah, or he sounds like he's depressed or something.
You know the song Happy by Pharrell? You can sing that.
Oh yeah, happy.
Okay, so for the blessing, Great Spirit, we accept these gifts of love that will help us to continue in promulgation of spiritualism. We ask your blessings upon this gift and these cheerful givers who seek to assist us in keeping this church as a lighthouse for the seeking of truth. In the name of love, amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Oh,
Can I go first with the readings?
oh, sure, sure, okay. Now we go to the announcements. Eric was nice enough to remind me that our dues, our membership dues are due by the end of March. And so if you'd like to pay them now or later, that's fine, but by the end of March we need to do it. I already wrote a couple checks out, so I'm ready to do it. Yeah, you can write checks. Oh, 15, I'm sorry, you're right. Because it's obviously, yeah, it was $15. Yeah, I was like, yes, it's $15.
Quite a bargain.
Yeah, it is, yeah,
For
quite a,
with-
yeah, for a whole year. It's basically supporting this church, and you get to vote. You get to vote for officers. And of course, we have the books in the back. I'm going to mention a little bit of this now. We plan to hold some seances, and so we'll be inviting people. There will be a charge for that. And we're also going to be starting up a mediumship circle. Unfortunately, Sandy's not here today to talk more about that, but she's going to be starting it up soon. So if she were here, we would have
That'd be on
dates.
Zoom again?
Yes, it would be on Zoom. Yeah, we wouldn't do a seance on Zoom. No. Yeah, yeah.
Come through the computer and lift it.
Yeah.
The spirits will lift all the
Yeah.
tables and
Yeah.
everybody's.
And in fact, something else that I didn't mention, when we had the seance, I talked about how the table was tipping. We could ask yes or no questions. But at the beginning of that, when the table started rocking back and forth, going crazy, I was like, wow, this thing's going crazy. And then Sandy went into trance, right? You know, what we're doing this. And then Sandy says, this is two moccasins for spirit guides. Like, oh my God, what's going on? And then the table stopped.
Oh.
We had been singing a couple songs. We couldn't think of any songs. I don't know any songs. And so we were doing things like Row, Row Your Boat or something like that to try to get the energy up. Two moccasins came in. This is two moccasins. Why are you singing cowboy songs? So I thought that was pretty funny. And then he says, does anybody have any questions? It's like, I didn't know what to expect. I'd never been to a seance before, so I was totally unprepared. Now I have a question, but it's too late now. No. Okay, I've done all that. I wanted to do a little section called public service announcements because there's some things that came to my attention that I think should be of general knowledge to everyone. I don't know if any of you are into supplements, taking out health supplements, things like that to help improve your health. Well, I have to let you know there's some scam people that are out there that are selling stuff it doesn't give you any benefit at all. In fact, it does the opposite. It actually harms you. TikTok and Facebook, they're full of ads of supplements that are just bogus. They don't really do anything. And the FDA does not regulate supplements, and that's the reason why they can get away with it. There's a story of a man named Lewis Brown who took a health supplement. that contains something called DNP. I don't know what it is, but if you're getting that, get rid of it right away, because it's caused his body temperature to skyrocket, and he survived, but he had to have surgery to remove some muscles from his leg. And it's like just from taking this supposedly nice, healthy supplements. There's somebody else who actually died from a weight loss supplement called Avidia Cobrax. So if you're taking something like that, stop, get rid of it, tell people to stay away from it. There's another one, a gentleman who died taking T5. It's a fat burning supplement. It's a fat burning supplement which gave caffeine equal to 300 cups of coffee.
Damn. Jesus.
In one pill?
Yeah, in one pill. And it's like, yeah, I can see how that could kill you. There's something called Oxy Elite Pro, which has been recalled when nearly 100 people got hepatitis and 3 liver transplants, and there was 1 death. So you got to be careful of this kind of stuff. Then there's keto diet pills that are fake. So if you buy some, you need to get rid of it. You got sucked into sometimes you get sucked into a subscription that you can't get out of. So you have to be careful of that. There's some magic gummies that are supposedly approved by the FDA, but they're also fake. And they say they call out celebrities by name. Say, hey, they use this kind of stuff, when it's not true. They don't. Then there's some really weird names. Wegovy, and Ozempic, because are prescription drugs that you cannot get online, but that hasn't stopped people from selling them online anyway, and it's not the real thing. And the last one, if a weight loss product uses words like burn, dissolve, or melt, it's probably fake. So that's the public service announcement I wanted to share with everybody. I have a couple more from the AARP magazine, but I'll split that up for different church services. But I wanted to make sure that some of you people, that all of you know about this and don't get sucked into it. Yes?
Should we make another announcement?
Oh, sure.
Okay. I teach memoir writing through Las Gatos Saratoga Recreation, part of the town of Las Gatos, and we have a class that runs on Tuesday mornings, and there'll be a new class. It's called Creative Memoirs, if you ever wanted to write your life story. Or poems or novels.
Okay, so it's creative writing?
It's creative writing.
Okay.
All types, and it's on Zoom, so you can be at
Oh.
home wearing your pajamas and come to the class.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So if anyone's into expressing themselves through words, that sounds like a place to go. What is it again?
Creative Memoirs, and
Creative
it's
Memoirs.
through Las Gatos Saratoga Recreation.
Okay. But it doesn't matter where it is if you're on Zoom.
No, but you have to sign up with them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's their program. Yes.
Okay.
What
All
are
right.
the fees for it? Pardon me, fees?
I'm the teacher, so I can tell you afterwards an estimate, but I'll give you more information. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they set a different fee for each couple months, but might be like, maybe for 2 months of instruction, it might be near 100 maybe for 2 months. Something like that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Lee.
Not all to the teacher.
Yeah.
It goes to the back.
Yes. We are going to be moving on to spirit messages. And I will give a couple messages, Avery will give a couple messages, and I'm sure Lynn will. And Sheila, were you interested? Okay. Okay, so I guess we'll do 2 apiece, I guess. And since I'm standing up here, I might as well get started. I'll get it going first. I want to go to... Can I come to you? Okay. I always start by focusing on something that I see on the person. I saw you have the head bandana, and it's got patterns on there. It's probably Native American, but when I close my eyes, flowers are growing out of it. So it's more like a Hawaiian thing. There's like a lot of pretty flowers that are growing around it. Very, very pretty, very bright colors. And as I speak of it, it grows even more and more. It's filling the top of your head. It's like, it's your light that's being expressed as all these bright, beautiful flowers, pinks and whites, and it's growing even more. Now it's turning into a big, big, big thing. If everybody remembers that show, it was like Babylon. That was in San Francisco. I forget the name of it. It's like they had these outlandish hats, these great big hats, and that's what I'm saying. It's like it just keeps growing and growing and growing until this outlandish hat, this big giant bouquet of flowers on the top of your head. I don't know how you can keep your head up with all this stuff on you. So I think that's just a reflection of your spirit, the good of your spirit is being shown as flowers. So, in fact, now I'm starting to see flowers grow out of your heart. So you're a very good person. You have a lot of light to give. So thank you for that. And anything else? Somebody's pruning those flowers. Somebody's cutting them. It's like, oh no, don't cut the flowers. I like them the way they are. But they could be put in a bouquet so they can be shared with other people. There is somebody in your life that is pruning those flowers, though. And I'm not getting that it's all in a positive light. So there's somebody that's bugging you, that's trying to prune your flowers. Luckily, you have so many flowers that it doesn't matter. But it's like somebody's trying to give you a haircut. But it's more of an annoyance than anything else. So someone in your life, I suspect we all know who it is. But I'll just leave it with that, okay? Okay. And I'll do one more. Can I come to you, please?
Yes.
Okay. And the last thing I saw as I closed my eyes is you're wearing your mask and there's the white butterfly on there. And as I said butterfly, it just lifted off your mask. It was flying. It became like a monarch butterfly with colors. And it's just flying. Now there's several of them around you. They're flying, flittering around you. Just this gentleness just around you. With each raising and lowering of the wings, it's just the slightest breeze that you're being felt against you, like against your cheek or something. Just the very lightest touch. So gentle you don't even notice it. There's someone coming up behind you. This is a spirit. I do not believe that this is somebody that's passed, a loved one. They are very tall. In fact, when they come up behind you, they're very tall. So they're standing, like their knees are coming to your head. And so the rest of their body, very tall, very sleek, wearing white. This is what I see when it's a spirit. And I don't know how she can do it. It's a woman, but she's able to touch your hands. As tall as she is, she's able to touch your hands. Touch your shoulders. Touch your shoulders. She's taking care of you. She's watching over you. Could I get a name? Getting a name like Olay or Ovoy, something like that. It's kind of an unusual name. Olay, Ovoy, starting with an A or an O. I see a big A and I see a big O, so it could be Olay or Alay, something like that. And any other information, please? There's something down below you. She's coming down below you. It's almost like she's pointing to the ground in front of you. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. I suspect that you have a tendency to maybe trip, and then want to make sure that you don't. So watch your footing, watch the way you step, be careful the way you walk. That's the message, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Lynn, would you like to come up?
Sure.
See if we do, just two.
Yeah, you just push it. It's nice to be here today with the family, as he said. Let's see, may I come to you? Let's see if you uncross your hands, it helps me open the aura. I do feel blue-green, but maybe all that deep blue-green healing energy that Charles was sharing with me but I feel it around you as well. So I would say emotional healing, and things are shifting for you in a good way. Just Spirit's saying, just keep, all the healthy things to do. They're little healthy changes they want you to do because you're carrying more energy as your energy raises for new opportunities and steps. So make sure you have your greens, your things that you need for your body to sustain that energy. Yeah, and a moonstone might be good for you to wear for the heart's desire and healing, just even a rock of moonstone. Let's see. May I come to you? Could you open your hands? Is it okay? Just to have your hands open? Thank you. Or in your lap, okay. Well, there's a lot of celebration about that talk you gave, and he was really happy, Robert, in spirit, was very happy about it. And I see kind of a celebratory table, and he's having a lot of fun doing things in this church without a body. He's quite excited about it, and he really loved that you told personal stories, because your personal stories brought his life back to us. And if you get a chance, you've written them down, but in general in your life, you have a lot of personal stories of things that you've experienced. It'd be a good time for you to take maybe 5 or 10 minutes a day and just write freely, and with the 5 senses a little bit, what you saw, what you heard. Write your stories down and share them more, because they're bringing people right among us. Not only Robert, but he loved it. He'd like more. So, okay. May I come to you?
Yeah.
So I do see kind of on your forehead psychically, almost like an Atlantean wings or a seal. And actually I do see you in good vibration. You're doing some talks and sharing. It's wonderful they're being recorded, because if you probably do have a little YouTube channel or a way to bring all of your recorded and visually recorded material together. You are really a significant teacher in our time with your depth of knowledge, and especially astrologically, as events shift in our world. And even in this time of division, you don't need to address the divisions, address the energy from a spiritual and psychic and mystical level, and people will get the message. That's it. And more music opening up. And you have a couple of guys that are with you that you don't pay a lot of attention to. They're kind of people you've known in the body, and they're at your house sometimes, and they're a little bit back to the back. And they might be people that you maybe known to you, maybe family that you didn't think maybe would be a strong guide, but as they've crossed over, they're trying to hold a safe space for you, to protect your heart and to give you confidence, and they're present with you to acknowledge them. I think one's masculine, one's feminine, but you knew them in life. You knew them in life. Okay, am I done?
You can do one more.
One more. May I, let's see, may I come to you?
Me?
Yes.
That's fine.
Okay, just kind of open your hands, and could you just say your first name? Well, I feel you're a deeply caring, very caring soul, and they're bringing through colors. It's like even the color you're wearing, that deep kind of magenta. Let's say to you that. Okay, tell me what that means. You help a lot of people, they're saying, in small ways and in larger ways. And you don't ask a lot for yourself, and people turn to you and expect you to kind of have the answers or help others. And that's good, but there are times you have to, as he was saying, to tell them what you can do and what you can't do, because some people are able to do more themselves, but they count on you to do it instead. So that's what they're saying. And that brings a little more happiness and time for you to lift your spirits with things you really enjoy. Even small things, large things that give you pleasure and joy. It could be as simple as just enjoying the sound of the rain, but not, oh wait, you're conscientious like Avery, and you carry so much. We all have to kind of learn that when it's time to let that person learn themselves. And so my teacher, Jessica in Spirit, is saying hello to you. She knew you before. You did have strong lives in Egypt, she's saying. Strong past lives, and the lapis stone would be good for you. The dark blue lapis. Okay.
Sheila, could you come up? Can you do that holding your dog?
Yeah, well, can you hold my baby? Is that
Sure.
okay? All right, because I was like, who wants to hold her? She's kind of sweaty.
Oh.
Hey, baby. Oh, all my energy's all amped up and everything. I'm like, oh yeah, this is good. Okay.
It'll be a good one.
But yeah, put up with me here a minute. I brought name tags because I can't remember everybody's names. Back there. Yeah, my energy is like wanting to like read everybody in the room right now. But on my way to church, I kind of felt like called to read for like Avery and Bob. I don't know if it's going to blend together or if I'm going to do you one at a time. And I also felt like for I just want to tell you that everything was going to be okay. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but if you need time to talk after, I have time to talk. Okay, if it's okay if I go to Avery here?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I felt spirit come to me earlier, and there's kind of like a saying like God's got my back, and I'm trying to, okay, let me just sit here for a minute because I know what I need to say, and then I'm trying to feel like if I just want you to know it's not coming from me, like the way that I'm talking. It's kind of like saying like, the message that I'm getting is I want you to know that you're gonna be okay for like your complete future.
Okay.
And things feel a little bit wonkety right now, or I could feel some things like in your health or some things that need to be looked at, or we could, like something hasn't quite landed right in your health, and it feels more, it honestly feels to me like it's hormonal. Okay, there's some hormonal, it could be some sugar stuff, you could be, you know, being concerned about medications or getting like trust that there's either a new doctor coming for you or it feels like there could be some legal, like there just feels like you're worried about some stuff. And it's like God's telling me to remind yourself, like you're saying, you say, God's got my back, God's got my back. Because I'm being shown in the future, it's like you have this stability in your home. Either somebody gifts you a home or you're gonna have a home. You're supposed to run a church. Like Bob's supposed to help you get that started. Like when Bob decides to leave the earth, like this is your church, like, you know, or there's something like that in there.
Okay.
And Bob, I felt like right now is your time to like take vacation or to go, like if you want to go and leave town or go do something, because toward the end of the year, it feels like there will be like either a group or there could be a group of people coming from another church or something, and things could get kind of busy. So now's your time to take a break.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe I'm seeing it more toward the end of the year. And I can feel things shifting a little bit. The people that come in, I felt like I needed to talk to you about that privately.
Oh, okay.
But it just will feel a little bit like, wow, this is going into a different direction. Like I didn't see this. So now's your time to, it's okay to like, if you need to take a break, like Avery can hold us down. You know, it's something, if you want to, that's by choice. But if you feel like you need to. But I don't know if I go back over to Avery and I'll try to wrap it up. But I'm being shown like there could be some division in like yourself as a person. Like, you know, in your personal life, you might need to kind of be a jerk sometimes, and like that's okay. Or you know, I don't know if it has to do with your job or if there's a part of you that has some anger that needs to come out from the past. Because it's showing me like women watching over your healing thing, like women from the other side. But like as you develop as a pastor or a preacher, or you know, I don't know, like the label is going to kind of drop somewhere later on. It's going to kind of shift a little bit for you. I don't know if that makes sense right now.
Yeah.
but like what's going to develop in your leadership is like you completely being genuine and being yourself, like telling your dark story. You know, I feel like you already do that in certain ways, but it would be like me, when I do readings, I tell people like, hey, you know, my life's not going that well. I'm not much to advise you, but I could tell you what I see and feel. There's a genuine thing that's coming for you to, like, you know, just like to let your stuff out of the bag. And then it feels like you're going to grow in that, and you're going to get other opportunities to work at other places and other spiritual stuff. But you still will have this. Right now, your timing, it's about getting your health in order and trusting that you're going to have the money for the medicine. You got to trust some new medicine in your life. Your weight is going to fluctuate up and down for a little while, but once it's telling me to tell you to be genuine with that. And like like me right now, I am past menopause. I'm seeing your hair start to gray. Okay, so you're going to go through this phase of aging, and then that's like when everything falls into place for you. Like when your hair starts to turn gray, don't worry about it. That's when you're on your path. I don't know if that makes sense. So,
Okay.
But anyways, that's what I had.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're so cute.
He is. That's
Maybe I
good.
can try to give readings with her on.
Yeah, if you want to.
No.
Thanks.
So cute.
I know. I know, she came into my life at the right time, right?
Cute. Okay. Yes.
Okay. So is it okay if I go over some of the people that were read?
I think so.
Is that okay?
Is it- How many people have been read for?
Have been read.
Have not been read for. Okay, so if you can get them.
Okay. All right. Let
Then
me
you can
get
do
some of the
whatever you
people
want.
that have not been read for, and then I'm going to read for some people that have been read for. All right. Show of hands who have not been read for first. I'd like to read for you first. All right. Perfect. Good morning, family. It is always an honor, a pleasure, and a blessing to serve Spirit. Lynn, as I step into your rate of vibration, I would love to step in on your mother's rate of vibration who comes in here. She steps in very close to me, and boy, does she's very radiant. And she's so happy to step in. She's directly behind you. The way I work is that I actually see spirits very clearly. I'm very clairvoyant, so I see them. She's directly behind you. She has her hands on your shoulders. So she's actually placing her hands on your shoulders. She's actually sending healing into you. She's wearing this white dress, and she's probably about 5'8" or so. I don't know if she's actually that tall or not. And she's got this orangish or blondish hair or something like that. And she's sending healing into your back. And I don't know if this is metaphysical or actually physical, but she is lifting or removing knots in your back. It's almost like she's removing some kind of pain that you're feeling in your back. And again, I don't know if this is metaphysical or actually physical. And I also want to say it's removing emotions, okay? Because you've been feeling a lot of emotion, a lot of negativity, and a lot of anxiety. So some of these knots are actually a lot of anxiety. And the other thing she is talking about is she says, and she's actually almost like, and I can hear her, she's going, breathe, breathe. Okay, she wants you to breathe, okay? She says, take a deep breath, okay? And she also says, she's also reminding me to tell you to ground yourself a little bit. She's sending through pink energy, okay? She's also giving you a really beautifully, and it looks ripe, a pinkish reddish rose, okay? And she presents it to you. She's giving it to you, okay? And so I'm going to give that to you. And she was here with you in your healing chair while you were there. She also wants to acknowledge you're feeling a lot of pain, but that has to do with a lot of emotional things that you're holding on to. So the emotion is also causing physical pain, okay? So when you let go, everything is going to be okay, okay? I'm going to send you a lot of healing as well. Love and blessings. God bless you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Who else has not had a message?
Okay. Good morning. How are you? As I step into your rate of vibration and as I have my eyes closed, I actually see guides, healing guides here, who are actually kneeling down, and they are actually touching your legs, both of your legs, because I see that you have like numbness or like pain in both of your legs, okay? Or this is what they're showing me. So they're sending you healing, okay? So they want to send you healing, and I'm also seeing pain in your upper or your like lower back. So they're healing you in this area as well. And I also want to say, and then they're also saying, God bless you. They're talking about taking a walk in nature. I'm seeing like what looks like pine trees or something like that, or something, because this helps bring up your spirituality. This helps bring up your emotions. This helps bring up your happiness. Okay, nature brings you happiness and peace. Does that make sense to you? Okay, things with trees and all of that stuff brings you happiness. And that's what I'm seeing for you, okay? And they're bringing this to you, okay? God bless you, love and blessings. Who else has not had a message? Goodness, my buddy. Your mother has been standing here in front of you. And she is so proud of you. She loves you so very much. She knows that you have been wanting to contact her. And the first thing that comes in is that you've been having doubts, okay? She's talking about that you have been having doubts. I'm getting chills. I don't know why I'm getting chills, but I'm getting chills right now. She talks about that you have been having doubts and second guesses. What she wants you to do is step back. And in a way, she's kind of like, it's almost like she has a leash on you, not in a negative way, but in a good way, okay? It's almost like she's pulling you back. And she's saying, Charles, step back, boy, okay? Because it's like, you're wanting to like pull forward, like, because you're so anxious and so aggressively pulling forward, right? Because you're in a hurry. You don't need to be in a hurry, okay? Because what's coming for you, the good stuff is on its way. You just gotta let it come, okay? And just slow down, all right? And stop second guessing, all right? She keeps talking about that doubt. Let that doubt go, okay? And she is here, and she is going to show you a sign. You've been waiting for a sign. This is one of those signs, all right? Love and blessings to you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Now I'm going to come to a couple of people that is that okay?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
All right, perfect. May I step into your rate of vibration, please? As I step into your rate of vibration, I thought it was your father. I don't know if it was your father or not, but it was almost like it was a Native American Indian male. And when you were in my chair, they were blowing, this male was blowing smoke directly into your face, okay? And I was like, what is that? It's very spiritual, okay? And as he was doing that, he went like this, and then he was going like this. So I felt like a ritual was happening, okay? And then as I was placing my hands on your shoulders, orange energy was coming out, okay? It was like orange cream, like cream orange, all right? It was going into my shoulders, and I was looking through my head. So you have pink light, which represents love. Okay, so it's almost like the message
that you got from whoever.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Messages of love. They're working with you, and don't worry, your father is definitely here with you. There's a lot of healing. They are working with you on your healing. They're sending you a lot of love. Oh my goodness, I just feel a lot of love, and I'm just going to leave that with you. Okay? Can I step into your rate of vibration, please? Hi, how are you? As I step into your rate of vibration, your best friend, your best friend is here with you. She had dark gray hair. Yes. And she kneels before you, and she gives you a kiss on the forehead, and she says, whatever it is that you've been concerned about, you can stop being worried about it. Okay? You've been deeply concerned. You've been deeply, deeply concerned. And there's nothing to worry about. Everything is going to be okay. She was telling me other things. And I forgot, but you already know, because you've been asking for a message from her. Okay, so just know that everything is okay. All right, and healing is taking place. All right, love and blessings. Who else has not had a message?
Everybody has one.
Everybody has
yeah.
had a message now?
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Love and blessings to each and every one of you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And once the spirit messages are complete, we move on to the benediction, which is the closing of the service. And I want to use one of mine. Okay. Though this service now ends, we carry our spiritual truth with us each day. As we go about our daily lives, we are reminded that our spirit guides attend to us. We are reminded that each lesson we learn is for our spiritual growth. We are part of the divine heritage of the infinite. Our mission is clear. Be true to ourselves. Share our truth and kindness with others. And that is all we need do. Bless you all. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. That concludes the service. You can hang out a bit if you would like. Again, you can get some